I wrote up some time ago what it is like to live on a small solar power system. I now will be able to write about what it is like to witness the death of a solar power system. And we're really talking about the batteries. The panels haven't changed that much. Um, Here's my experience. I have a great solar power system. It's only 340 watts. I'm happy that it's so small. And I've been able to host a lot of people with it and have me here too. I'm going to up my game on solar power. I could talk about a dumbass who sent me mail. I get messages about this from people that don't know what they're talking about, and they think they're giving me advice, but they don't know what they're talking about. So stop doing that. Unless you're a professional or going to donate to getting new solar power, then your opinion is you talking out of your ass. You spiritual fuck. I'm talking to one guy, not you. Anyway, here's the death of a solar power system. I have 8 LTH Golf batteries, I believe they were called. They no longer sell those, so I need to replace those. But here's the experience of it, okay? This is really fun because I wanted to see what would happen. I started out here, I was 2 years in the dark and without internet and stuff. And I used a generator. Generators terrible. They're just terrible. I do have a good generator, and my problem is I don't use generators enough that they stay kind of in shape because you want to clear the old gas out or something or store them well. But I have a great Honda generator, 2000i or something, I don't know what it is, but 2000 watts. It's very quiet, a great generator, and I don't use it. I should actually use it. Now to use it right now, I'd have to walk over to a building far, far away, and I can't hook it direct to stuff because generators tend to blow up computer equipment. I've had them blow up. Anyway, so for some years now, my solar power batteries have been dying. They don't hold a charge. And we're just finishing with the rainy season too, so I had experiences a lot with not enough sun to charge them very well. And they're just old. I mean, we checked the water when I got back from my accident, and it was like half or something. We weren't even running the system, so I think it just evaporated out. I was just out of the game for a while, and that didn't help. But they're just old. God, they must be 8 years old now, and they're rated for 4. In other words, for 4 years, they'll give you good service. Now, that's the terrible thing about solar power is the batteries. The batteries are terrible. They're a terrible waste, and people don't talk about that. And that's why conservation is absolutely critical, because we don't want to use a lot of batteries. I know they're getting better. I know that. Everybody's trying to get more power. If we adjust our lifestyles to the power we should be using, then we get rid of the battery problem to a huge degree, massive degree. In other words, shut shit off at night. Shut civilization down at night, mostly, if you can. Using electricity at night should be extremely expensive, and it is. And it's the batteries that are the problem. Anyway, so I've got these batteries. They got old. And I'm really happy I'm squeezing every bit of life out of them because I want to, not just throw away batteries at 4 years. I want to see what's really going on. So now, after shutting things down at night because I had no electricity, and there's a light over there that flickers for a while before it goes out and warns me. And it's just a stupid LED light on a power strip. But it's really cool because I don't know if they designed it this way or if it's some defect in the object. But it's really cool if the if you have these lighted extension strips. This is a great product idea. And this may be an actual product over there. I don't know. It's not branded, but I don't think it's intentional. I think it's an error in. I've never seen it before. An error in the electricity of it. I have a lot of electrical objects that have slowly degraded over the years. It's been useful though, because like I woke up. It's 5 in the morning or something, and I'm ready to go. I'm just thinking about everything. And that little flickering light was out, And that immediately told me, and I looked over and confirmed it, that the other things I started leaving back on are not working. So you get the whole product idea there. It's basically power strips that flicker when the power is weak. It doesn't use extra power. It indicates to you that there's a problem occurring in the power supply. And I know that most people never have to think about that. It's either on or it's off. But it's a very useful thing. Also, I could have better inverter charge controller thingy that does smarter things. Also, I'm not near the building where it is, and it's located in a difficult to get to spot, like very dangerous to get to for me right now. So I can't check it all. So, and this could also get fixed by moving internet from here to another place. Anyway, all this is off topic. We're talking about the death of a solar power system. I'm willing to go on these tangents because it tells you the actual experience. You can read a lot about, stuff, but the death of the solar power system has been really fun to experience, and I'll tell you why. So I stopped using it at night altogether. And then I figured out, okay, what's my big load? It's my laptop computer. That's my only big load, actually. And so I can't use that at night. And I was all excited because I have faster internet now. But the laptop I used to upload with is too heavy on power. And so even for uploads, I was thinking about this. Even when I get this fixed, okay, the batteries are dying. I'm going to try and replace them. Okay, that's the short version. But even then, we shouldn't be running laptops at night. I should have a special system that all it is a hard drive. I plug my shit into it, and then I have a tiny computer, like one of these Pico computers. There's various nano computers. Basically, an upload, a low band. This is an invention, okay? We can think of it that way. Somebody should need to make this, or it probably already exists, is my guess. A very, very low power option that all it does is sit there and do what it was told to upload certain videos to certain sites. So it does have to have a way to connect in an interface, but the only power that should be getting used at night with the uploads is this dedicated computer that uses fairly low electricity, can easily accept things to be uploaded and be told what to upload. So the screen needs to be completely removable, because I think the screen and the hard drive and the CPU, there's going to be a CPU, there's going to be a hard drive. Ideally, you would be able to plug external hard drives into it and probably just upload straight from them. I don't like that idea much. I would rather copy things from hard drives onto a central hard drive that's used for backing up and uploading, and then that gets backed up. So I need to be able to collect video data from a variety of people to do this. Anyway, so back to the death of the solar power system. What I did was I figured out, shut down the laptop, and I put it in sleep mode lately because I'm uploading videos that I don't want to lose my place, because YouTube actually did some time ago implement a feature where I can turn my computer back on and I don't lose my place in uploading videos. That's actually a great feature. Whoever designed that, thank you, geek. Great job. But I still need an all-night solution. Anyway, so we're back. So that's my future problems. It's future. So the death of the solar power system, I figured out I could shut that down and keep Wi-Fi going. Wi-Fi, it turns out, the dish that connects to a other thingy and gets me internet, and the router that it's connected to don't use very much electricity. So that means that providing internet at night is not my biggest power draw. It's fairly easy. I've got almost nothing left right now. Everything's completely dead. So for a while, after I stopped using my laptop, I was using my phone, which I can pre-charge, and I have some power block things that I'm learning to use that keep me with power at night. And if you came here, or if you're In any case, using small localized batteries to keep your devices going is not a bad idea. That's because you like your devices, and sometimes it's dark here and it's a good time to use them. So, I'm busy during the day these days a lot, and it's going to get more like that. I won't be able to be online. And so, being online at night when I can't do a lot else because everything's dark anyway is a good idea in this environment. And it would be for you too if you were to adopt some kind of low energy light consumption at night policy. Light should really mean electricity here because light's not the biggest cost. Providing electrical LED lights at night is totally doable, and that's the basic and most important function of using solar power at night. Basically, what I'm saying is shut down everything at night that you can. Everything. I mean, if I look out at any city, what do I see? Look out at your city. It's all well lit. That's all light pollution. None of that shit should be occurring. The brightness of your city should go from, let's say it's a 10 now. Of course, some people live in very bright cities like Tokyo or something. I don't know. I've never been there. Or Times Square. I don't know if anybody actually lives there. But all the light you see, even in your neighborhood, maybe not in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, there should only be lights around houses, and those are ideally motion sensitive. And street lights should know where you are and what needs to be lit. You could even think about an app for that. You could think of a way to. That would be interesting. A city at night with a sophisticated motion sensitive system. So it's not just motion sensitive right at the light pole, because there's motion sensitive street lighting, and I like that idea a lot. It would be nice if it knew a car was coming and could light that strip. But imagine with these fairly simple devices, which I don't know a lot about the device that does motion sensitiveness, although I've owned many motion sensitive devices. Anyway, so that gets into city design and things, and I need to do that here in the Bosque. I need to make it so it's lit and not lit. It's as not lit as possible, but it's only lit in the ways that really serve people. So I was using my phone, which is good because I've gotten to learn how to use my phone. Like if I'm only running Wi-Fi on my phone, which was already charged, then I could watch movies at night, which is neat. I've been watching comedy, some of which sucks and some of which is brilliant. I've run out of these kind of things. This is the light I'm using right now. Right now, I'm very close to having every battery in the entire place dead. And that's why I can really stress to people the importance of bringing rechargeable LED lights and little solar panels if you can do that. Any kind of remote power system you can get is good because, to be totally out of power, which I am at the moment, I mean, I could be out of power before the sun comes up. And that means all battery power, too. Every little device, my phone, my camera, this camera I'm talking to you on, this light is dying right now. It is like half the brightness it was when I started. So, to live without electricity is something I think is useful for people to understand. Like with zero, and that's why some of the cabanas here don't have any light. You got to figure your shit out. This is not a normal place. Some people think it's a shithole. Some former pickup artist guy was here and insulted the shit out of my place. And I don't think he was aware of it. I think it's called negging, where you insult someone to see kind of if they'll put up with it. It's a thing for bullies, weaselly bullies. And not a fan. I live here, I recognize that, this guy said there's junk laying around everywhere. Oh, well, there isn't. I don't know what he's seeing, but his eyes are different than mine. And I think it was actually his wife that thought that, but whatever. And people are, entitled to their opinions. I have 5-gallon buckets I use a lot for plant reproduction. That's the junkiest thing I can think of. There's no old cars or anything. When he was here, there was a can of soup, a former can of soup in the road we walked by. It's because my dogs moved it there. I don't know if he's that picky, but this is 83 acres. This guy told me 2 times, clean your room. And I, on the second time he said it, I thought, where that phrase has become popular is Jordan Peterson. And I like some of Jordan Peterson's stuff, and I don't agree with him and everything. And he's an odd character, but I'm glad he's in the conversation. He's really interesting. He wrote a book called 12 Rules for Life, and one of the rules I realized I didn't read the book, but one of the rules that gets quoted quite a bit is clean your room. Maybe it's the first one. I don't know. Basically, get your basic shit, lifestyle together is my guess. What that means, I don't know. I didn't read the book. Anyway, this guy tells me this twice, right? This is a guy who doesn't own a house. He owns some land, a little bit of land in Mexico, actually. He's a gringo. And it's like, I have 83 acres of room. It's extremely difficult to keep on top of this shit. Like, in the extreme. It's extremely difficult. I mean, between forest fires, anything you want to walk to growing over, it's a very biologically active place, and I'm increasing that. Wildlife invading your fucking house and drilling holes through your wall, and having mice that I can't kill, and I can't seem to get a better trap, and getting anything here is very difficult. And I can't get deliveries. I can't click and order shit online, and shit doesn't get to me. So, I'm working with aging equipment with an aging body that was broken. Don't fucking criticize me for how I'm doing in my lifestyle. I don't give a shit about your opinion, and you're a dick. I didn't say that to him. Maybe he'll see this video someday and think about it. But this is not the life where you can just go do whatever the fuck you want. And that's for a variety of reasons that you're in no position to judge. Young fucker. I don't like to pull the age card. Some people don't get smarter as they age. I've gotten more misanthropic. In any case, I'm running out of power. I have one more of these lights and a small flashlight that fell on the floor somewhere that is not charged. And I've got candles. Oh yeah, I gotta light a candle. But you know what? Candles suck. Okay, candles are great for romance and all that shit. But I'll illustrate that for you by lighting a candle. It's not a bad candle. It's a container candle. God damn it. And these get hard to light. What I need is the longer kind of lighter. Here's my candle. Now I've created a fire hazard, by the way. This is extremely important to learn. So we're still talking about the death of a solar power system. But this now is a fire hazard in a place that can't handle fire well. All right? No fire department's going to come here to fucking help anyone. We are the fire department. And you, if you have one of these, are a fire fucking hazard. Don't do that. Very bad. It's a cute candle. And it has a chicken and a giraffe. And a turtle. And a palm tree. And an elephant. And now we're back to the original spot. These are great. The container candles are great because it's hard to have them fall over and burn things. And that's why they're probably the best choice for you. The problem is they don't really provide very much light. You know, if I put it up here, for example, can you see me? No. And I even have an LED light right here. So I'm completely in the dark right near that candle. Let's see how close I have to get. It's not great. I need a bunch. And those get costly too. Every cost is real. This guy's dying hardcore. If all my batteries are out, this will be the first time I was totally without electricity since 2006. Where's my fucking phone? Now I'm using the light of the camera's screen to try and see around. It's getting that bad. Let me find something here. So